G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this NBA 2K25 Play Now Online series. In this episode we're going to be using the Los Angeles Lakers and talking about my predictions and thoughts on them as a team going into the NBA season. And you're going to see who we're going to be going up against here, and it's going to be my beloved Denver Nuggets. It's going to be my first time versing, I think, an all-time team. As you see, this guy's record is pretty impressive, 39-13 I believe it said there. You see, I was actually going to try and use a tier 3 team, but when I saw he had a tier 1, I thought, screw it, I need to match him with a tier 1 team of my own. So I went ahead and chose the Lakers. But yeah, the 07-08 Nuggets, a couple years after I became a Nuggets fan, I believe, and I was in between the Nuggets and the Lakers, and I decided to go ahead with the Nuggets. And I'm happy with my decision. Finally got to see them win their first championship a couple years ago in franchise history, which was nice. But yeah, I'm going to have to try to take him to the cleaners here as we get it to Anthony Davis to start this one off, and he greens the shot, so a good start there. But yeah, going into the Lakers in real life for this upcoming NBA season, I want to be optimistic, but I'm cautiously optimistic because last year I feel like LeBron and AD played more games than you would expect, and they still struggled in the regular season. And they gave Denver a pretty good fight in the playoffs, but they did ultimately go down 4-1. And a lot of the games just came down to late game execution again, and Jokic and the Nuggets were able to pull that off more than the Lakers. But anyway, I think the Lakers' biggest problem is their defense. Anthony Davis doesn't get enough credit for how good he is on the defensive end in particular. I know he can go missing sometimes, especially offensively, but defensively he has to cover up so many of their holes. I mean, when you look at the Lakers starting five, if this is what they're going to be starting, Russell, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, and AD, none of them are good defenders. I mean, you could say LeBron is when he wants to be, but in the regular season, that's not going to be very often. And then AD is like a defensive player of the year level defender, and he has to cover up so many holes, and he just doesn't get the credit he deserves. And I feel like that's why the Lakers struggle in the regular season and ultimately will in the postseason because they just don't have good defensive players. I mean, that's what Cam Reddish was meant to be, but he got injured and wasn't producing offensively, so he got snuffed out of the rotation. And their defensive acquisition in Gabe Vincent got injured, and Vanderbilt, who's their other good defensive player, also got injured and hasn't been seen for, I feel like, 2 years just about. So if they want to have any chance of making a run, they need to play better defense, and Gabe Vincent and Vanderbilt probably have to be healthy to give them some punch defensively to help Anthony Davis out on that end of the court, because otherwise it's just going to be a carousel with teams scoring on them over and over, especially on the perimeter. Reeves and Russell just cannot guard perimeter players whatsoever, and other teams will be licking their lips at those matchups. But other than that, offensively, I think they can be very dangerous. I mean, when AD plays the 5, I feel like that's when they're at their best. If Russell can have another good season, and yes, he played well last season, just not in the playoffs again. In the playoffs, he just goes missing. He's not a playoff winning player. And also, this might sound blasphemous, as LeBron gets a huge chase down block there. That was unbelievable. But I'd like to compare D'Angelo Russell a bit to Russell Westbrook, where they're good in the regular season, but playoff-wise and a winning player, you probably just don't want them on your team when it comes to playoff winning basketball. But Reeves, on a good contract, he can still develop and get better. Rui, well, we've seen he can be an absolute killer in the playoffs, but then can also go missing. I mean, you go back to that series against Memphis, where he was absolutely shooting the lights out from 3, just hitting open shots, getting fed by LeBron, and just knocking it down. And then LeBron going into age 40, I think he's going into, is just unheard of. Going to be playing with his son, obviously, Bronny James. We'll see if Bronny's actually on the team after like week 1 or whatever, or if he just goes to the G League. But that's another interesting factor. Will they try to put him into the lineup and have him be that perimeter defensive player, which they so desperately need? But either way, I don't think the Lakers are going to be doing much unless they make a big trade, and that is always possible. D'Angelo Russell is a decent trade chip, but I just don't see teams wanting to go for that and to give away a star player to get back D'Angelo Russell and then whoever else as salary filler. They did draft a rookie in Dalton Connect, which was described as a pretty good pick for the Lakers, but he is like 23 already. But that is a rookie that is probably ready to play now because of his age and just his body type. But I'm not sure if he'll get many minutes. LeBron's team, not known for playing rookies. And I haven't even mentioned the head coach yet, JJ Redick. That is going to be very interesting. And obviously, being the Lakers, they're going to get all the media attention. So if things start to go south, they're going to go really south, let me tell you. And the pile-on is going to be outrageous. And let's see if JJ Redick can last and handle the heat in the kitchen. Because LeBron, you don't really coach LeBron. I feel like he coaches the team and you just have to deal with it. But hopefully Redick can improve these youngsters in Max Christie, Connect, and then they've got another couple youngsters as well. And I think they've brought in this guy called Koloko. I think he used to play for Toronto, but had to give up basketball due to like a medical condition. But he's got the okay now, and so maybe that'll be a spark for them off the bench or something like that. But not too sure. As I'm going to give my prediction here, I think the Lakers, unfortunately, I'm just too scared to really pick them to make a deep run or to have a good regular season record just because of AD and LeBron's health. I feel like one of them is going to get injured and it's really going to take a toll on their record. So I could see them finishing in between that, 35-45 win mark, maybe 40-50 if you're feeling a bit optimistic. But overall, I think they're going to finish like 44-38, I'd say, and then a play-in berth and maybe finish 7th or 8th seed, but go out in the first round ultimately, probably to the Thunder or to someone else in that first round. But you never know. You just want to make the playoffs and then let LeBron and AD try to do their thing. Is like they're going to be a tough out regardless. Those are my predictions for the Lakers as I'm going to commentate on the rest of this gameplay now, as we're actually down in the first quarter here. You see my opponent was just running at me with Iverson and just making me look silly. And he got a lot of fouls and a lot of free throws in this game, as he has a 3-pointer at the buzzer there, but he can't get it to go. And LeBron's going to get that off just after the buzzer, I think, so it wouldn't have counted, but it was a good attempt nonetheless. So we have a little bit of work to do here in this second quarter. 9 points in one quarter is not what you want to see. So hopefully we can get a run on here, as obviously I am learning to play with these teams in the moment, as I haven't used any of these teams before. Even in my career, I think my guy plays for the Knicks, but obviously in my career I only play the one player, not the whole team. But Knicks is another team I still have to use, and they'll be coming up in a future episode. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on the Lakers for the upcoming NBA season and what teams I should talk about next. And make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. But here I noticed the bench lineup was really hard to use for the Lakers when they just sub them on as a 5-man unit. So I had to bring on LeBron or just, one decent playmaker and just let the others spot up and hit threes like I do here with Rui. Finally, greenest shot there off the pass from LeBron. I'm sure that dimer probably helps a lot as well when hitting open shots. And yeah, just have to stop Allen Iverson, it seems like, as he just goes in, tries to get the layup, but he actually misses that one and doesn't get the foul, so that's good. And Gabe Vincent dribbles up, gets fouled by Iverson. But yeah, this Nuggets team, I really loved them. Iverson and Melo, can't go wrong. And then you have the likes of J.R. Smith as well. Although they didn't really peak until they traded Iverson for Billups, in my opinion, and made the conference finals against the Lakers. But Kobe was too good that year, and we couldn't get the job done. And don't mention inbound passes, because that was basically the reason Denver lost. But anyway, down by 1 now. He kicks it to Iverson, of course. As I've made the matchup adjustment, I've put on Cam Reddish, hopefully to get a stop. As Iverson takes the tough mid-range pull-up, and I thought it was going to roll in there for a second, but it rims out. And we get it ahead to LeBron. LeBron, what will he do? Probably could have gone all the way, but I hit Rui again for 3, and Rui's going to green that again. Basically, same spot, same result. And I thought for a split second he was going to quit there. I mean, he just lost the lead. 6 points to 0 in this second quarter so far, so a good start, as he's forced to call a timeout, and maybe that's what he was doing, turning on manual timeouts or something. But you see the energy there. Probably need to get LeBron off the court, as his energy is draining very quickly, and stamina is pretty important, but versus people who don't make any subs and they seem to last. So maybe LeBron just has a low stamina in this year's game. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they do in real life. I can't really see them finishing in the top 4. But, stranger things have happened, and it would be good for the league, I guess, if LeBron and the Lakers do well, but I'm just not sure that's going to happen. As he goes in again with Iverson there. I don't know if this guy was doing a challenge or not, because it just seemed like every single possession he'd just run to the hole with Iverson. You see there a get open with Austin Reeves, and he hits the deep 2 there. Get your feet behind the line, Austin. But I mean, if he's going to make it, I can't complain. As he whips a pass down court to Camby, who gives it to, I'm not sure who that is, but I thought I got the steal there with Reeves, and just look at this animation. The ball was loose for days, and I pick it up with Reddish. Probably should have rewarded Reeves, but Reddish I feel like is the better and more athletic dunker there, as I saved that little clip there, because that was just ridiculous. But I go up by 4 now, and he comes back at me with Iverson, of course. Gabe Vincent looking to lock him up now. And I did force Iverson to take a million shots here. And going to Anthony Davis, I can't believe he's made that. Honestly, rim running, still a bit too strong if you ask me. But either way, I give it to AD here, looking to get revenge. I go in the post, but Camby is a good defender, if not one of the best. I think he won Defensive Player of the Year back in the day as well. As I throw it around, I get Camby to go in the air, and Davis goes inside, slams it, and one. What a finish from AD there. And I feel like they need to feed him more on the offensive end, because I feel like he just goes missing far too long for some stretches, and he doesn't get enough shots up. I mean, when you look at the shot profile, you probably want LeBron and AD to be the top 2, and then you want Russell and Reeves interchanging there for the 3rd and 4th spot, and then, maybe Rui or whoever gets open for 3s later on. But you see there, I try to reach with Reeves, just draw the foul, and I do, as we had a big time mismatch there. And we need to figure out why that's happening, because I don't know why the computer makes silly decisions like that sometimes. But Iverson was open there for a split second, but LeBron ran over to fake him out there and try to bait him into a bad shot. But you see, Iverson doesn't have much to go to. He's going to have to put something up here, something real ugly, and he can't get it off in time. They're up by 5 with just under 2 minutes left. So a good second quarter from us. I think he's only had 4 points this quarter, as LeBron is back on and should be able to do some damage here. As he kicks it out, we find Reeves in the corner. We try to get by Iverson, but Iverson with some good D. We get it back to LeBron, top of the key. LeBron sees Reeves, but I kick it out for the 3. Probably a bad decision. Should have gone up for the layup, as I should have done there as well, I think. But Russell goes inside, finds LeBron, pick and roll with AD, and LeBron's going to hit AD here for the nice midi. And AD is going to knock that one down as we go up 7 now with a minute to go. AI tries to get the layup back quickly. Tough shot, but Camby gets the rebound and puts it up and in. As AD played good defense, but he couldn't get the rebound. And Camby makes us pay. As we give it to LeBron here. Probably was open for 3, but I pull it back out. Top of the key. Drive by. Hit Reeves for 3. Green. And Reeves knocks it down. LeBron with another assist. I just feel like my players are just so much better at hitting their shots when they receive a pass from LeBron. Just due to that diamond badge. Camby misses the midi there. Probably should have hit that. But AD sees LeBron. LeBron's going to go all the way. Layup. Time it very, very poorly. But LeBron is LeBron. LeBron is LeBron. And he gets the layup to fall. As my guy seems to be on tilt at the moment. Goes in with Allen Iverson. Davis with a good contest and the rebound. We get it back to LeBron. And LeBron's going to go all the way again. And 1 for the king. As we go up 12 now. And this game's been blown wide open. Because I think we only had 9 points at quarter time. And all of a sudden we have over 30 now. So we are looking to lay the smackdown on these Denver Nuggets. As we're up 13 now. What can he do? Stolen by Christie. We get it ahead to LeBron again. LeBron with the tough Euro step layup. Gets it to go up by 15 now. And this game has just turned. And we're going to run away with this one now. As you're going to see, I'm going to skip to the end of the game here in a second. As he hits a tough midi with Melo. With just over a second remaining. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. As you're going to see here, we get the win. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.